Okay, so today we're diving into something pretty inspiring,
Oh,
honestly.
yeah. What's got you so pumped up?
Well, we're headed down to Puerto Rico, to be exact. Heard of Teen Challenge Puerto Rico?
I've heard the name, yeah. They're a faith-based organization, right? Helping people overcome addiction, stuff like that.
Right. But, get this. They claim a 90% success rate.
Whoa. 90%? You sure about that number? Because that's practically unheard of when it comes to addiction recovery. What are they doing down there?
That's what I want to find out.
Right.
We hear about these programs all the time, but those numbers don't lie, you know? So we're going deep on this one. Looking at their website, their materials, the whole 9 yards to understand how they're making such a big impact.
Okay, I'm definitely intrigued. 90% is remarkable, no matter how you slice it. What's their angle? What makes them different from other programs?
Well, first off, they're not just focused on getting people clean, you know?
Yeah.
It's bigger than that. They emphasize this whole putting hope within reach idea.
Putting hope within reach. That's a good tagline, catchy. But what's the substance behind it? How do they translate that into tangible change?
They're all about community reintegration. So it's not just about breaking free from addiction, but about empowering individuals to rebuild their lives from the ground up.
That's smart. It's one thing to address the immediate crisis, but true success lies in equipping people with the tools and support they need to thrive long-term. Okay, so they've got a catchy slogan and a solid approach. What else is in their toolbox?
Well, they have programs for everyone, it seems like. Young adults, men, women, they cover it all.
Okay, so what about the nuts and bolts? What does their program actually look like?
From what I'm gathering, they use what they call an interdisciplinary approach.
Right.
Which basically means they're not just throwing one solution at the problem. They combine Bible study, practical life skills, work programs, even recreation.
Interesting. That's kind of refreshing, actually. It's not often you see that kind of balance in recovery programs. Like, sure, address the spiritual needs, the practical skills, but also personal well-being. That makes sense, you know? You can't just work people to the bone and expect them to magically recover.
Exactly. And it really seems to resonate with people. They're not shying away from their faith either. Their vision statement is all about freeing people from life-controlling problems through Jesus Christ.
Okay, so they're upfront about their faith-based approach. That's their foundation. But again, are they getting results?
Oh yeah, remember that 90% figure.
Right, of course, the magic number.
That's not all. Over 65% are active in their communities. And get this, over 70% consider themselves self-sufficient. Pretty impressive, right?
Those numbers are incredible. That's not just recovery, that's thriving. I'm genuinely impressed.
Me too, to be honest.
Right.
So, for anyone listening who's thinking, hey, this sounds amazing, I want to support this, what can they do?
They're located in Bayamon, Puerto Rico. Carretera, #2 to be exact, if anyone wants to look them up. But more importantly, they're all about community support. They encourage people to get involved in a bunch of ways.
Oh, really? Like, what are the options?
Well, prayer, for one.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, given their faith-based approach. But also volunteering, making donations, stuff like that. They actually have a whole section on their website called How to Be a Collaborator, which I appreciate. It shows they're serious about transparency and making it easy for people to contribute.
Yeah, I always like when organizations make it clear how people can get involved. So as we wrap this up, what's your big takeaway from our deep dive into Teen Challenge Puerto Rico?
Honestly, I think it's a testament to the power of a holistic approach. You know, they're not just treating addiction in a vacuum. They're addressing the whole person, the whole context, and the results speak for themselves.
Totally agree. It makes you think, what if this approach was replicated in other communities? Could this be a model for tackling addiction on a larger scale?
Now that is a question worth pondering.
It really is. Something to think about, listeners.